Salt, sugar. You can call them the two tiny white troublemakers that the world has come to fear greatly. But is the fear necessary? Well, in this video, we'll briefly examine the danger that both salt and sugar pose on our health. Then, as a way of comparison, we'll consider which is the worst when consumed in excess. But first, have you subscribed to Nutrita yet? We help you make the right decision about what to eat and how to eat for good health by sharing scientifically accurate food tips and facts. Kindly subscribe now and turn on the notification bell so you will know whenever we upload a new video. And remember to drop us a like. Okay, let's get back. Let's start with sugar. What comes to your mind when you hear the word sugar? I guess it's the thought of that white or light brown crystalline powder with a fine texture whose consumption has been connected to unimaginable health problems, right? Well, that's a type of sugar, and that's the processed type that the scientists keep warning us about, and that's what we'll be talking about in this video. But there are other forms of sugar that occur naturally, such as fructose, which is the sugar found in fruits, and lactose, which is found in milk and some dairy products. Consuming this type of sugar in their natural form and in moderation may provide the body with other nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and fiber. But the negative effects of consuming excess sugar far outweighs any potential benefits, especially if it's the processed type. A review article published in the Indian Journal of Endocrinology and Metabolism points that increased sugar intake is directly linked to increased risk of obesity, fatty liver disease, and metabolic syndrome, as it contributes to the caloric load, increases inflammation, and increases oxidative stress. Excess sugar intake also leads to an increased risk of diabetes, gout, hypertension, and other cardiovascular diseases, even in people who aren't obese. And aside this, excess sugar intake has also been linked to cancer and death. But how much is too much? Well, from the nutritional point of view, added sugar is not an essential nutrient, so the more of it you can avoid, the better. However, if you can totally avoid it, it will do you well to follow the recommendation of the American Heart Association, which is to limit added sugar intake to about 6 teaspoons for women and about 9 teaspoons for men. As for salt, the human body needs it to regulate fluids and carry electrical charges between cells. Salt is also a white crystal solid, also known as sodium chloride, and the sodium ion helps control the pressure and volume of the extracellular fluid, which is the fluid outside of the cells, and it plays a role in regulating blood pressure, nerve impulses, and pH levels. Salt can also be fortified with iodine and iron, which are important nutrients that our body needs. Salt is commonly used for curing meat, baking, thickening, enhancing flavor, and as a food preservative. Although salt is beneficial in the body, but consuming too much of it can also lead to health problems that are usually associated with the excessive sodium, chloride, and toxicity from the fortified nutrients. The American Heart Association recommends consuming no more than 2.3 grams of salt in a day. But to be on the safer side, you should aim for less than 1.5 grams per day, especially for those with high blood pressure. Now, to go on to the main question, between excess salt and excess sugar, which is worse for your health? Well, a study published in the Open Heart Journal suggests that excess sugar is more to blame as the major cause of the increasing level of hypertension and cardiometabolic diseases. The authors claim that the major reason why we should strive to reduce the consumption of ultra-processed foods is not really because of the high salt or sodium content. Rather, it has to do more with the highly refined carbs and the high level of sugar in them. And if you'd like to know more about the real danger of processed foods, watch our video using the link above or find the link in the description below. A number of other studies have also shown that excess sugar consumption could increase your risk of dying from heart disease. And this is because excess sugar causes inflammation of the walls of the artery. And when this chronic inflammation continues, it can lead to heart disease, strokes, and sometimes sudden death. So if you add up all the different potential negative effects of sugar and subtract it from those of salt, it's almost certain that that of sugar far exceeds that of salt. Also, salt is essential for keeping the body healthy, at least in small quantity, and sugar isn't really necessary part of our diet. And the worst part is that sugar has also been found to increase the negative effects associated with salt. On this basis, it could be fair to say that excess sugar is far worse than excess salt. However, this does not mean that any of them is advisable. Rather, both of them pose great danger to our health when done in excess. So we should all take steps to reduce our consumption of both. That way, we'll be reducing the risk of developing diseases and increase the potential of living a healthier and longer life. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, then give this video a like and share with others so they will enjoy it too. And be sure to watch other videos on our channel to learn more about how your foods can help you get healthier.